All right, Shalom, Shalom. We're here again. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, much love, and respect to you. I came out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. All right, let's just get right into 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, because a lot of prophecies are popping off right now. You know, a lot of things are happening on the planet Earth. And these are things we've been telling the people about for years, okay? Been telling them about for years because everything that's there is written in the scriptures. It's written in the Holy Bible, all right? All these prophecies, these things that were supposed to come to pass, all right? And the ones that are not with the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai, they're going to be destroyed, all right? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. Speak thou into the people the words of prophecy. All right. Because when you go into Revelations, get that, the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay. Because if the spirit of the Lord is on you, then guess what? Go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
So the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So if they're not teaching prophecy, then they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They're not in the spirit of who the world calls Jesus Christ. Okay? Because you have to be a prophet. He's dealing with the prophets first and foremost, man. All right? He said that he rebuked kings for their sakes. So the prophet is above the king. The prophet's above everybody in the nation. You see? And guess what? Those prophets were chosen from the foundation of the earth. They're not just, you didn't just wake up one day, you went to school to become a prophet. No, you were born a prophet, and the Most High was waiting to unlock it within you. Get Jeremiah 1 and verse 5.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. And it reads, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
See, so we were all ordained as prophets before the nations, okay? The Most High is the one who made us prophets. We didn't make ourselves prophets. We didn't study to become prophets. We studied, but we were prophets before in the spirit. It's funny because even when I was, before I came into the truth, I'm not sure if I even heard about the truth at this time. I might have heard something about it. And I was asking my pops, I'm like, what if I'm a prophet? You know? I said, what if I'm a prophet? He just looked at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. You can get that too. All right? And after you get that, I want you to jump to Songs of Solomon, the 3rd chapter and the 1st verse. And go ahead with what you got.
This is the book of Revelation, the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 27 and verse 9. The birds will resort unto their like, so will truth return unto them that practice in her.
Oh, beautiful. All right, the birds will return unto their like, so will truth practice to them that practice in her. Okay? If we are a prophet in this life, we are a prophet in the last life, so on and so forth. If you are wicked in this life, you're wicked if you're wicked in the last life, you're wicked in this life, and so on and so forth. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32.
Right.
And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Point blank period. Point blank period. Your spirit goes up and comes back down in whatever line you're meant to be in. Go ahead.
For the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, is not the author of confusion, but of peace, right, as in all churches of the saints.
See, it's funny, every time we preach, it always starts to get windy, man. It always starts to get windy. It was windy, but it was, you know. Anyways, go ahead. Wisdom of Solomon, Songs of Solomon, the 3rd chapter and the 1st verse.
This is the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. By night on my bed, I saw him whom my soul loveth. I saw him, but I found him not.
This is speaking about Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we sought Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We sought the truth. Okay? All the prophets have sought this in their spirit from the beginning. That's why the scripture says that Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded, because we were always looking for this truth. All right? me personally, when I was 12 years old, all right, that's when I started looking up the Illuminati and all these different things on a high level, and the elites and their plans, and okay, and I understood that this world was very dark, you know. Keep going.
It says, I saw him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth.
Because where are the prophets? Get Proverbs, the first chapter and the 20th verse, and keep holding Solomon.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
Right.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning?
Right. How long will you love simplicity? That's what we're telling them. Okay, but where are we? We're in the chief place of concourse. We're on the streets. All right, because this is where all the prophets came out to the open. All right, they weren't hiding in the wilderness and preaching. Okay, although they might have done that for a time, eventually they came out to the forefront where the people were. You see? Back to Wisdom of Solomon. Unless you got something.